differentiation between operating systems. Terminology. Before we go deep further on the differentiation between these three major operating OS, it is good to check out some important terminologies that are related to the mobile operating system. The terms is open source software and closed source software. First is open source. Open source software refers to a program or software in which the source code available to general public. It is also can be modified from its original design for free of charge. Open source code is typically created as collaborative effort in which programmers improve upon the code and share the changes within the community. An example of open source mobile operating system is the Google Android. Secondly is the closed source. Closed source means computer programs whose source code is not published publicly. The source code is not shared with the public for anyone to look at or change. Closed source is not open source, but some software are, because open source also implies the freedom of redistribute. Some programs called freeware are given away for free, but they still cannot be modified. Some of the closed source mobile operating systems are mobile iOS and Microsoft Windows Mobile. Okay, let's take a look at the differences between these three major mobile operating systems. Android OS is owned by Google and powered by Linux kernel, which can be found on a wide range of devices. Android is an open source operating system which allows developers to access unlocked hardware and develop new programs as they wish. This means unlimited access to anyone who wants to develop apps for the phone and places very little restriction on its licensing. So, users benefit from masses of free content. Android is currently the dominant smartphone platform due to its tremendous transaction with a wide spectrum of users. Some of the best features of Android include the ability to customize multiple home screens with useful widgets and apps that give you quicker, easier access to the content and functions you most care about. The Android virtual assistant called Google Assistant and Google Pay is a digital wallet platform online payment system developed by Google to power in-app and tap-to-pay purchases on mobile devices, enabling users to make payments. Google Play is a digital distribution service operated and it serves as the official app store for the Android operating system, allowing users to browse and download applications developed with the Android Software Development Kit or SDK as published through Google. Google Play also serves as a digital media store, offering music, magazines, books, movies, and television programs. The Apple iOS operating system is what runs the Apple's iPhone, iPad, and iPod. A special version of the software is what powers the Apple Watch 2. The Apple iOS is not allowed to be used in third-party systems, so you will only be able to use it on products made by Apple. It comes with Safari web browser for internet use, and iPod application for playing music, and Apple's Mail for managing your emails. Users can download millions of applications currently available on the App Store directly to any device running iOS, be it an iPhone or an iPad. The Apple iOS virtual assistant called Siri that you can use to ask it to call people, send messages, schedule meetings, launch apps and games, play music, answer questions, set reminders, and provide weather forecasts. User can use Apple Pay as a mobile payment and digital wallet service. This Apple Pay lets users make payment using an iPhone, Apple Watch, iPad, or Mac. It takes credit cards, debit cards, and other sensitive payment data from the wallet app, which allows the use of iPhone as a form of payment in stores. It works with any merchant that accepts contactless payments. Microsoft released its Windows platform for mobiles in late 2010, redesigned and rebuilt from the ground up with a greater emphasis on the user experience, the operating system called Windows Phone. Windows Phone is recognizable from its tile-based interface, which features removable, interchangeable square section on the home screen, each with its own purpose and function. Windows Phone comes with Internet Explorer for accessing the web and Exchange, which supports secure corporate email accounts with push support. The Microsoft Phone Virtual Assistant called Cortana. Cortana can also read your emails, track your location, watch your browsing history, check your contact list, keep an eye on your calendar, and put all this data together to suggest useful info. For the mobile payment and digital wallet service, Microsoft used Microsoft Pay. It lets users make payment and store loyalty cards on certain devices. Making payment is currently supported with the Microsoft Lumia 950, Lumia 950 XL, and Lumia 650, and can work with existing contactless terminals. User can download application currently available on Windows Phone Store. In 2015, Microsoft announced that Windows Phone Store will be phased out and replaced by Windows Store, which would act as a unified store for all Windows-powered devices. This process was completed by the apps on Windows website. So, for the conclusions, let's take a look at the summarize for all these three major mobile operating systems.